Hey, welcome to the channel. As the title would suggest, I've had to make a pretty difficult decision over the last few weeks. As I've been building other collections, it's become more and more apparent that I need to reduce my video games. Over the last 20 years or so, I've amassed quite a large collection, mostly retro stuff, but a few more recent things as well. And I just do not get the time to play a lot of these games. And if I'm being totally honest, I don't think that in many cases I ever will. I've thoroughly enjoyed putting the collection together, but I think it's good to let some of them go to a new home. I have already made a start, so there'll be a couple of things that I can tell you about that I've already sold. The plan is ultimately to sell off some of these games, clear some space, put the money back in the kitty to go towards other things that you might like to look at picking up in the future, and hopefully find new homes for some of this stuff with people that will actually enjoy it properly.
To give you some idea of the games that we've got that we're going through, this is our current collection. We have 110 PlayStation 1 games, 246 PlayStation 2, 70 PS3, a handful of PS4, and 157 PSP. We have 4 Game Boy Advance games, 360 DS games, 132 3DS games, and 80 Nintendo Switch. We've got about 20 Super Nintendo, 11 N64, a dozen or so GameCube games, 23 Nintendo Wii, and 6 Wii U. And finally, we've got 23 Xbox games, 150 360 games, and 125 Sega Mega Drive games. So there's lots to sort through and get up for sale. In this box here, we've got a few that we're going to go through, and most of these I think are going to be for sale. Okay, so I've quickly been through this first box of PS1 stuff. The pile on the left, these are the ones that I'm going to hold on to. These are just games that I think are real classics that I can see me sitting down at some point and playing through a game. On the other hand, you've got the right hand side. Now these are 2 piles of games that are going to go up for sale. You've got Panzer Front, Tekken 3. I've never been very good at fighting games. I sort of peaked at Street Fighter 2 on the Super NES and never really got past that. Likewise, Soul Blade, War Gods, Hardcore 4x4, Worms World Party, Cool Borders 3. Great game, but I'm doubtful that I'll come back to it. Scars, again, decent little game. But, SmackDown 2, I actually got introduced to SmackDown via the PlayStation 2 iterations, so I've got no nostalgia for that. Bushido Blade, Duke Nukem Land of the Babes. I'm keeping the original, but I don't need that. Don't shout at me, but Resident Evil 2, just not a huge survival horror fan. I'm sure there'll be someone out there that would love to play this, so I'm going to pass that one up. Warriors of Might and Magic, Spider-Man 2, Porsche Challenge, Space Invaders, Delta Force Urban Warfare, the next Tetris. I don't have a Game Boy these days, so if I was playing Tetris I'd probably play it on the DS or the 3DS. Phantom Menace, the original SmackDown, Cool Borders 2, Micro Machines V3. Again, for me, Micro Machines is very much a Mega Drive sort of era game. I'm sure this is fine, but not for me. And the original Worms, just because I've already got one put aside here, so this is a double, but the Platinum version. So there we go. 2 piles all ready to go up for sale. I have also got down here a box of some loose discs. Some of these, the cases have got broken, others are incomplete. Not sure what I'm going to do with those just yet. May sell them off individually or hold on to them, not sure. Obviously it's not possible to go through everything that we're going to be sorting in one video. This is really just an introduction to this sort of series, and in front of you you can see another box of PS1 stuff, and at the back some 360 and original Xbox stuff. Not to say everything in here is going to be sold. I'm sure I'll go through them and there'll be some that I'll keep hold of, but a big chunk of them will be.
Okay, so before we finish the first video in this new series, let me just go through what we have already sold so we can start getting a total together. The first thing I was able to shift was my original Xbox, which I put up for sale for £70, and we managed to get £60 for that. It was boxed in good condition, but it did have a slightly sticky drawer, which was declared to the buyers. I was pretty happy with that, and it got us started on this process. So let's just stick £60 up in the top corner as a running total. After that, I had a guy reach out to me for a load of PS1 games. I basically put a bundle together of all the, I don't want to say filler games, there were some good games in there, but there were a lot of sports titles, racing titles, one or two sort of film tie-ins, that kind of thing. Not games that you're necessarily going to be fighting to get, but certainly, you know, if you're looking to build a PS1 collection, yeah, fair play, you know, it can help to bulk it out. And I did all those games at £2 per game, so there was 30 in total. Guy had them all off me, so that was another £60. I did have to post them out to him, but he covered the cost of postage, so yeah, another £60 up in the kitty. And finally, I sold 2 Nintendo Wii games to another fella, Super Mario Bros. Wii, and I sold Super Smash Bros. Together, that was another £18. So that means we've raised so far this much. And obviously it means having sold 30 PlayStation games, that's a good chunk of space freed up. Plus having sold a console, a box console, again, more room cleared. And Nintendo Wii games, as good as they were, again, I never really had a Wii. It's not something that I've got particular nostalgia for. Most of my Wii games are going to go up for sale. Right, okay, I think that'll do us for this video. A bit different to our usual Ninja Turtle stuff, but it all kind of dovetails in, really, in the sense that, you know, at one point this room was full, shelf to shelf, of video games. Now I've pivoted away from that slightly into collecting figures and vintage Ninja Turtle toys. It's definitely changed my outlook on the video game collection, and at the end of this process, I guess I'm hoping that what I'll have is a really nice, concise collection for the systems that mean a lot to me. I'll have a bit more space available, and yeah, hopefully these games will go to someone that will really get some fun out of them. So, right, that'll do us for this week. Thank you ever so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you again soon. Take it easy.